いはきよいお相撲
Hello and welcome to Sumo Mainichi. Thanks for coming along. I'm Dave, I'm here with Amy. We are here for the next hour and a bit to take you through the Juryo bouts. On day 14, Senshuraku Eve.
Yes, happy Senshuraku
Happy
Eve
Senshuraku to you. We've got a couple of bouts left in Makushita to go before we hit the Juryo division. An interesting day of bouts in Juryo coming up. The Juryo Yusho could be decided today.
It sure could. If Kusano wins and Waka Ikari loses, then Kusano will take the Yusho. Even if Kusano wins, he will take the Yusho.
Yeah, Kusano has had an absolutely dominant past couple of weeks of sumo. Couple of Ishikawa fans in. The Heya towels aren't that common, but a few sumo dorks out there supporting
Satoru Fuji here on the left of your screen from Ishikawa, 20 years old at Makushita 1. He is Makushita 7. He's coming into this bout on 3-3 as his opponent, Hama Yutaka.
A lot riding on this one for these two. We see Hama Yutaka on the defensive, but clever sumo. He slaps it down, but that's been given to Satoru Fuji. I think we might see a Monoi here. That didn't look so straightforward to me.
The boys are up. We've got ex-Kodoshigiku as a shimpan. We've got Futagiyama Oyakata.
We've got, I thought I saw
Takakuma. We've got Goedo there on the left.
I think this was definitely worth having a look at. I think this should have gone Hama Yutaka's way.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah, I think Satoru Fuji stepped out first, but the replay, as we take the replay now, hopefully that sheds some light on things. Well, Abema's not showing us the feet.
Hama Yutaka coming forward and Hama Yutaka pulling down on Satoru Fuji. And does the foot go out? It does go out. Look, that was in hindsight, which I love to have, 2020 hindsight.
So they called it the right way then?
They called it the right way.
I got the boys mixed up on the doyo, I think.
I'll tell you why. It's because Abema have decided to never show the feet of anyone in any bout, in any of their camera angles, except the main one. They're always swapping into the close, and I, for one, I'm over it.
Yeah. The feet tell the story.
The feet tell the story in sumo.
Yeah.
The feet are very important.
Upstairs is just colour and movement, but the feet, that's where the sumo happens. Hello, welcome to the chat and congratulations for being first, Dr. Quack. So quick, I don't know how you do it. Kelly, so great to have you
Kelly,
here.
hello.
Scott Bennett from Brisbane Airport coming down to Cooper's Inn tomorrow.
Yep.
To spend day 15 with us.
That is so exciting. Scott and Annie come down. We've met before at Fukuoka. At Kyushu Basho, gosh, when?
2023.
2023 it was.
Yep.
That was super fun to meet. And tomorrow we're going to be hanging out again for Senshuraku Natsu Basho 2025. How time flies.
So we've opened up another 4 tickets. It's sold out during the week, but we actually have secured some more seats. So 4 extra tickets are on sale now.
Yes. If you would like to come and you're listening to this, you can. Unless someone's bought those 4 tickets between when you hear this.
Yeah, well, it's true. It could be. Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick. As Quentin Tarantino would say, the feet tell the story. How does that work in filmmaking? I've seen a few Quentin Tarantino films and I can't remember seeing people's feet all that often. Although maybe it's in the director's cut. See, I'd love to see the Abema's director's cut.
Just the feet.
Just
foot cam. I mean, that's very popular these days, isn't it?
I reckon I can enjoy a sumo match fully just watching the feet.
Well, maybe they're staying off it because of, your OnlyFans.
Get out of the gutter. I'm thinking about pioneering a pair of glasses that have the top half blocked out. So if you line it up correctly, you can just watch the feet. As long as
you
you're
wouldn't see anything on a bema.
Well, no bema.
You wouldn't know what was happening. You wouldn't know that Kyoku-kayu, yes?
If the feet tell the story, the sound provides the overarching narrative.
Oh gosh, so if you heard some slaps, you'd know that something was happening with the upper body.
I feel like we've had technical issues on this stream where we've called bouts just from the sound. And from memory, we did a terrible job.
That's a real challenge. Kyoku-kayu here up against Nishinoryu. Both of these Rikishi on 4 and 2. Nishinoryu, that's his Kachikoshi. That's great at Makushita 8. But for Kyoku-kayu here at Makushita 5, I think one more win could possibly propel him up to the illustrious Juryo division. So let's see how he goes here.
So what I'm learning about Quentin Tarantino, not so family friendly, but Madola's pointing out a few key scenes.
I see. Well, that's what I've been told off for that already in this stream.
Hey, not told off, but you know
now what's happening?
You know what head office is like.
The lawyers are onto us already.
The lawyers are onto us, yeah.
They've texted me. Stop talking about.
I can hear the fax machine
God,
firing
I can see
up.
5 of them right now. It's good times. Here on day 14, Kyoku-kayu, Nishinoryu, the final bout of Makushita. Oh! Speaking about some upper body sounds there, that slap resounding throughout the stadium, as did that belt grip.
Oh. Well, look at that. What about to wrap up Makushita? Kyoku-kayu going down there, Nishinoryu walking back to the line. I thought this might be called a Monoi. No, they're happy with that result. Going to Nishinoryu. That slap.
That was very, very loud. Going to Kyoku-kayu.
Oh, going to Kyoku-kayu. Interesting. Can't wait to see the replay of this one. A lot going on.
I reckon, and I think that 5-2 now for him at Makushita 5, from my calculations at least. We don't have Tim Sumo in the chat yet, the expert on who goes up from Makushita. I reckon he's going to go.
Looks like it could be.
We'll also see Otsuji come back. Otsuji winning the Makushita Yusho from Makushita 3. He went 7-0. And who said it in the chat that they're really pleased to have him back?
Otsuji,
Dr. Quack,
yeah.
Absolutely thrilled to have this guy back because he was all excitement, even with his 5-10 or whatever he got in Juryo last time. I think Ishizaki will go up to Juryo, the brother of Asakoryu. Makushita 4, he went 4-2, so we still need to see how he goes on his final bout. And possibly Kodokuzan as well. He's 4-2. I think he'll be fighting tomorrow at Makushita 4. Kenneth Jasper could be back.
Wow. We're taking a few shots of Shima fans
nice.
in the Kokugikan today because he is one of our...
fan.
Well, no.
Oh, was there? Did I
there
miss
were
one?
more.
Oh, my apologies.
You were talking about sumo. Shima is our first combatant up. His opponent today, Diamami. Shima at Juryo 8, already with his Makukoshi losing score, so we will see a slide for him. But he does have 2 days to go, and there's a big difference between 7 and 8 and 5 and 10. I don't need to tell you that. Diamami, though, at Juryo 13, there's lots to play for today.
There sure is. If he loses one more and goes Makukoshi, you have to think he's in a little bit of trouble here, depending on his day 15 outcome, of course.
Well, 7 and 8 would see him move to Juryo 14, I would think, but then that could deny some Makushita 50-50s from coming up.
That's right. And when it comes to Diamami,
Well,
maybe drop him out and give another young upstart a chance. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry for Oitakaze fans or Daimami fans in the chat, but maybe he could make space for the youth.
Yeah, it's time. I think Daimami's got a bit of sumo left in him, and we've certainly seen flashes of old form over the last few weeks from him. It hasn't been all bad news. Diamami still with that heavily bandaged left knee. That bandage, I think we're in year 3, am I right? That bandage celebrated its 3rd birthday back in March.
Imagine what's under there.
Oh, gee, if a bandage could tell stories. I think Diamami and the boys at the Heya took the bandage out for a few beers for its 3rd birthday. It's part of him now.
Melded to his flesh.
Hey, Justine. Great
Hi,
to have you
Justine.
along.
How are you?
We're about to crack into our first bout. Diamami on your screen at the moment, 32 years old. Made his debut all the way back in January 2016.
What a time.
Gee, the years fly by, don't they?
Don't they?
What do they say? The days are long, but the years fly by. I felt that about day 9 or 10.
Well, I can't remember what happened yesterday or in 2016.
The days are long, but the basho fly by, I think is the way we should be saying it.
Yeah, that's the Sumo Mainichi way.
Looks like we are ready to go here.
Hey, Rachel. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Shimano on the left of your screen, Diamami on the right. The gunbai is pointed forward. We are ready for sumo. Day 14, Juryo. Let's do this.
Sparkly gunbai time.
Yeah, Diamami not looking so comfortable getting down into that crouch position ready, taking his time. Really taking his time here. Comes forward quite well, putting pressure, got that left hand on Shimano and uses that to drive Shimano over. Wow. Diamami, 7 wins, 7 losses. Great sumo from him today. He's
got a feed from this live stream piped into his ear.
Yeah.
He is not willing to give up his position. For the young and hungry Rikishi at the top of Makushita, he is defending it with every fibre of his being, moving to 7-7 and giving himself every chance on day 15. He was held up there by the Norua off the tachiai, but he ignored it and stuck his left hand on the belt, stuck the right hand on the belt, and just easily took Shimano back. So looking powerful today, Diamami.
Yeah, certainly. Yorikiri win for Diamami puts his fate in his own hands, fighting tomorrow to get that Kachikoshi. Although with that win, you would say that he has guaranteed his position in the Juryo division. The top Juryo division. Well, a couple of boys a little down on their luck. Up next, we have Hitoshi up against Mudhor. Hitoshi, 5 wins, 8 losses. Mudhor, 5 wins, 8 losses, both with their losing record. But very different stories in terms of how those Makukoshis will affect them come July.
Well, this is one of the big disappointments of Natsu for me, Mudhor. There's so many different sumo storylines, and we're watching people here and there down in the lower divisions, up in Makuuchi. Obviously a huge storyline with Onosato winning the Yusho already. Big props to him. But Mudhor, for me, I was really looking forward to him coming into Juryo. I really wanted a Kachikoshi straight off the bat. We know it doesn't always happen. Sometimes that transition from 7 days
bouts,
to 15 bouts just doesn't work.
It's hard.
It's hard.
And as we see, both of these Rikishi in the second week collecting the black dots. Great to see Hitoshi's eye today looking, I think, tape-free. I think for the first time in quite a long time. And we think back to about day 5 or 6 where 2 pieces of tape were holding his eye open.
Well, it was done on day 2, wasn't it, the injury? And ever since then, he's looked very puffy. Big Mudhor fans there in the audience. That girl was giving it the full lung, as I call it.
And Mudhor's a great name to yell out at the
good.
sumo.
Oh, I wouldn't mind having a go of that, actually.
Well,
and you'll have to do it down in Makushita after this basho, although hopefully he'll be able to come back. Like he said, he's lost 5 in a row before today. So started off all right, went this 15-day thing is fine, I can do it. 1-2, lost 2,
fine.
1-2, came back again. And now it's like, I'm tired.
Well, he's dropped his bundle, Mudhor.
Bundle's on the ground.
Yeah, the bundle is on the ground, and I don't think he can pick it up today against Hitoshi.
Juryo 6, Hitoshi on 5 and 8 up against Juryo 14, Mudhor, the same score. Mudhor down first. He's ready to go and he comes in lower. Hitoshi with the thrusts. He's moving Mudhor back, but Mudhor recovers, then loses it again and gets staggered backwards by the sheer power of Hitoshi coming forwards, and he's off the doyo.
Not often you see Hitoshi come out with such venom behind the thrusts. He looked on fire today.
Didn't need to protect the eye because the eye's better now. He can just charge forward. Not worry about seeing his opponent.
Is it better? But I think watching his opponent today is what won this bout for Hitoshi. Thrusting, eyes up, head up, or gave a little bit of ground halfway through, but it really just set the platform for that final attack. Maybe a little lucky. He did fall down there, Hitoshi, but he knew he needed to give it absolutely everything.
Yeah, I think halfway through that right elbow, it was almost the elbow jab, the elbow blast. And it was strong enough to really jump Mudhor back there.
The next two rikishi we have stepping up onto the doyo. Sudigishaw up against Daesa. Wow, both of these rikishi with their basho in the balance on day 14. Sudigishaw at Juryo 9, 7 wins and 6 losses. He'd love to lock that 8th one away today. Daesa at Juryo 6, which is that Daesa's highest rank? It feels like it could be.
Feels like highest rank is highest rank.
6 and 7. Yeah, feeling like this is really that crunchy part of the banzuke for him. He is being challenged every single day. And today his opponent in Sudigishaw has just seen so much sumo.
Hasn't he? And I love that he comes out every day, and sometimes it just doesn't work. The body is injured and sometimes it's not going to happen. But he knows what he's doing. He knows sumo. He knows how he wants his body to move, and sometimes it just comes off. His sideburns are long too today.
I tell you
longer
what,
than usual.
they are. They certainly are.
Has he let them grow out? Is this a sign? Is he about to retire?
We see a very popular rikishi walking down the Hanamichi, taking his place doyo side. It's Waka Ikari, the 20-year-old who has lit this basho on fire. Not fully on fire, but some smouldering around the edges.
Smouldered it. Well, he will win it on fire. He will put it on fire today if he wins and Kusano loses, and then they have to fight for the Juryo Yusho tomorrow. That would be very exciting. Just in the chat, people bringing up coming up from Makushita and going straight back down. So Mudhor's brother Oho, Scott says, did the same.
Yeah,
Lost the first Juryo basho, got Makakoshi, got demoted, promoted again, and has been up in the paid ranks ever since that.
They were great days, seeing Oho and Juryo. And
Takar Fuji as well went to Makuuchi. Fell back to Makushita before coming back to Makuuchi. Wow. Mandolas, that's a stat from a while ago. I don't go back that far.
Justine saying, imagine if they took turns snipping the sideburns off at the retirement ceremony. I love to see it. All right.
That's why he's growing them.
Sudigishaw up against Daesa. We are ready to go here. Daesa down first. Crashes into Sudigishaw, gets under the arms and forces bodies Sudigishaw back. Powerful performance today from Daesa.
Which takes both of these rikishi to 7 and 7. Nanasho Nanahai for tomorrow. Sudigishaw going for his Kachikoshi and Daesa as well at Juryo 6. Both will stay in if they do get their Makakoshi. And here you see Daesa just wrap the right hand around, but keep his weight on his left and just drive forward on the left, standing up Sudigishaw, and the knees didn't hold up today.
Yeah, confident sumo from Daesa today. Really backed himself against his larger opponent. Nanasho Nanohai, day 15 will tell us how that story ends.
Yes. Dr. Quack saying Hidanumi's coming back to Makuuchi. Is he on my list? Oh, he is. Yeah. Yes, 7 and 5, but only if he wins today or tomorrow. Or did he win yesterday?
2?
One moment. Oh, he's already got his Kachikoshi. He must have got it last night.
Yeah, we haven't watched Juryo from yesterday, so there are some scores there that just don't make a lot of sense to me.
I suppose I could have taken time today to update that, but I didn't.
We're busy.
And here we are. Hidanumi 8-5, definitely moving back up to Makuchi. That is great news.
That's great news. Another set of brothers in the top division.
Yes.
Him and Tobizaru. Nishiki Fuji up next, up against Oshoi. Well, Nishiki Fuji is going to leave us, I think, tomorrow with a lot of questions about his viability in the medium to long term. Coming down to Juryo at Juryo 5 from the top division has looked out of sorts, and I'm saying that being kind. 4 wins, 9 losses.
He's been taken back very easily multiple times. This basho just isn't making much of a wall. He isn't coming forward strongly.
So the Ishikawa Massive are in the house today. Who's from Ishikawa? Is it Oshoi?
Is it Oshoi? Yep.
We know Ishikawa is to sumo what Seattle is to grunge music.
Yes, yes.
And I think that sometimes people say they're from Ishikawa.
Well, that was the case with, who did I say yesterday? The guy who won Jonakuchi.
Kazuma?
Kazuma.
Yeah.
Yes, so he was actually born in Osaka. But obviously his roots, perhaps, his family are from Ishikawa. And so when he enrolled in the JSA, he put down Ishikawa.
It gives you that sumo cred straight off the bat.
Yeah, totally. Endo, Kagayyaki, Onosato.
Onosato. Yokozuna Onosato.
Yokozuna Onosato. Oshoi.
Oshoi. Kazuma.
Kazuma.
I think we started there.
Who else? There's someone else, because when we went up there...
Endo,
I said. Oh. When we went up to...
Kazuma.
At the train station, there's cutouts of all of them, and there was one more cutout.
Third person. Maybe someone could look up other prominent rikishi from the Ishikawa prefecture.
Okay, someone from Ishikawa and Seattle smells like
Teen Sumo.
I like that.
Love it, Nick. Great work.
I like that. Oshoi, he's already got his Kachikoshi at Juryo 9. I love this kid. I think he's fantastic.
And I love him getting his Kachikoshi and then taking the foot off the pedal, dropping the last 2 days.
Nice.
Already thinking about July.
From Naruto Baya, he is up here today against the experienced Nishiki Fuji, but he has to... I think he might be able to grab a win here on day 14. He's down, and it's a strange tachi here. He waits Oshoi, and Nishiki doesn't jump up, but they land on the belt. So Nishiki Fuji has 2 hands on the belt. Oshoi has 2 as well. He's driving Nishiki Fuji around the doyo, and he steps him over and gives him a little nod, Oshoi.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed
out,
that.
Son.
Oshoi giving him a nod, going, nice try, buddy.
Yep. Not today. I'm from Ishikawa.
Yeah.
Are you? No.
Check my birth certificate. It hasn't been doctored. We take the replay here. Oshoi straight away making Nishiki Fuji play defensive sumo. But what a great response from Nishiki Fuji, finding a double-handed belt grip. But Oshoi doesn't wait for Nishiki Fuji to get settled, breaks the belt grip, using that his own left-hand belt grip on the back to steer Nishiki Fuji out, as we see some ambitious camera work from the Abema work experience kids today.
They're like, one camera, no worries.
Yeah.
I can do everything.
I
can do it all.
I'm going to make it feel like 8 cameras. And can I say, hats off to the kids behind the cameras today, because it hasn't been too upper body centric.
Foot. It hasn't been ignoring the foot.
No, it's very Tarantino in its framing.
And that's how you know it is somebody younger behind the camera today, because they understand the value of foot video in this day and age. And if you missed the start of this stream, go back and listen to it.
Or don't.
Waka Ikari here.
This is a very important bout, isn't it?
Very important. He's on 10-3 at Juryo 5. If he wins today, he keeps himself in the Juryo Yusho race. He can still be outdone, of course, by the great Kusano, who, if he wins, he gets the Yusho. But if Kusano loses today and Waka Ikari wins, they will face each other tomorrow.
Which I wouldn't mind.
Well, let me check. They haven't already fought. They have.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
So they would both then fight other people. Juryo is always such a mess.
Juryo. It is a mess. It's because they don't have enough rikishi in there. There's
Yeah,
only
exactly.
28 rikishi. 15 days. You do the maths.
You need more.
It doesn't work. You do need more.
His opponent, though, Miyanokaze.
Yeah,
Lot
Miyanokaze
to fight
fighting
for.
under this brand new shikona, which I'm starting to get used to.
Yeah, me too.
Ex-Miyagi makes it to Juryo. Thinks he'll just fiddle around with the name, and I don't mind where it's landed, if I'm honest. He's on 6 and 7 at Juryo 13, everything to play for on debut in Juryo. Today, the double taping on the toes of Waka Ikari. I'm sure it helps him get a bit of speed off the Hatsyama.
Bit of purchase. You know, the thing I always think about it is it's so that the nail doesn't get caught on something. But then I think about that happening and I'm too squeamish about it. So I think it's just for the purchase.
Tape up the toes.
Yeah.
Do it.
There's so much in the chat I need to engage with. Dr. Quack, you're not sure who Kusano is going to fight tomorrow. Now that I'm looking at it, me too, like there needs to be someone else. Madol is saying, fight Onosato. 100% agree with this.
The vision of that statement. That's exactly right.
Bring him up.
Bring him up. I wouldn't be surprised if he is a Juryo guest down the bottom of the
there is.
Torakumi.
They're equal.
Oh,
They're
that's true.
equal
We're not
at the moment. No Juryo guests. I would love to see.
Maybe we could have someone pull out. Oh, there's a very Tarantino framing.
The Tootsies,
Love
as Nick said
it.
before. Focus on the Tootsies.
Everyone just grab your screenshots now. This is quality material. All right. We come out. Waka Ikari down first. Hits. Miyanokaze on the pull. Successful. Off balance. Waka Ikari, but he stabilizes, comes back. Miyanokaze trying something here, but he falls over. Gravity, his greatest opponent today. Waka Ikari showing great sumo awareness during that bout.
Huge for Waka Ikari. It wasn't easy for him. Miyanokaze absolutely taking it to him. The slaps, the thrusts. It was fantastic sumo from both here. Waka Ikari came out so hard with the slap. Miyanokaze intent on pulling him down. I think the fist a little bit clutched in their hair there.
I wondered about that.
But Waka Ikari coming forward, disrupting the arms crucially of Miyanokaze, and then forcing him to just step a little bit strangely, lose his balance, and being able to pull him down. Yeah,
I quite like the approach here from Miyanokaze. It was wild, it was off balance, it was unpredictable. But Waka Ikari showing again today why he is ready to take that step. He's at Juryo 5, now moves to 11 and 3. Will we see a promotion from him?
From Juryo 5? You know, is he on my list even? I don't think he is, but I reckon he could go up for sure.
He's probably in line for one of our Sumo Mainichi Juryo prizes.
He's absolutely champion of tomorrow.
Champion of tomorrow. Thank you very much.
I feel like Kusano got it last time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look it up. So he doesn't need it. Kusano does not need any special prizes until he gets to the Sanyaku, which will be in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it won't take all that long.
However, Waka Ikari has shown such excellent sumo, such fun sumo, such engaged, and always absolutely going for it. I think he's champion of tomorrow.
Yeah, I support that fully. And we've seen Asakoryu do quite well in the top division. And I see Waka Ikari as a very cut from the same cloth style of rikishi. So looking at the big picture, I'm seeing the tide turning a little down the bottom of Makuuchi in the future, which might be leaning towards shorter, leaner, but upper body strong rikishi.
Nice.
It's an exciting period of sumo we might be moving into.
Well, Leonie, number 1, hello. Lovely to have you here. Number 2, do these guys have massive traps, or have I forgotten what rikishi upper bodies look like with all the foot focus? That was a particular, I mean, you called it out with Waka Ikari, but Miyanokaze as well. That was trap heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Bout right there. This one, less so. They got traps. They got more traps than me. Not hard.
The people that you're talking about, Hakuyozan up against Mtoriu. Hakuyozan at Juryo 4 coming in on 6 wins and 7 losses. Mtoriu at Juryo 12 on 7 wins and 6 losses. Another bout with so much to play for.
It really is. They've done some good work here. I think the Juryo Torakumi experts here have put everything into day 14. I don't know where they leave themselves for day 15. I'll be interested to see. Oh.
Yeah, nice Mtoriu fan there.
Sister.
Alone in the box, but amongst friends at the Kagayyaki.
That's right.
With plenty of other Mtoriu fans. We can see his run here. A great 3 wins leading into day 14. Really changes the look of this basho for him.
Both down, and they come forward slowly and a little tentatively here. Mtoriu with the arms inside, but the changes to outside, the grip flip. He's still got the right on the inside. Hakuan moving him all around, but Mtoriu doing such a brilliant job moving himself around the edge of the doyo and then thrusting Hakuan down. I love that.
Well, sumo in the round from Mtoriu today, giving every single seat in the Kagayyaki a view of the sumo full lap of retreat.
What a brilliant bout from him. That's 4 wins in a row now for him.
Great stuff. We take the replay here. This was Hakuyan's early. I felt that he got on top of Mtoriu. You see him pushing under the arms, on the chest. Mtoriu gets a left hand on the belt, and that was his lifeline through this part of the bout as he steps along the Tawara, just establishing the strength of that left-hand belt grip, buying himself enough time. Great sumo, Mtoriu.
It really was. What a change of momentum there from him, where he was circling away to his right and then flicked his body back to the left and used that to throw Hakuyan down. I think that was awesome. I love that.
I mean, Mtoriu is an excitement machine. Let's be real about it.
All about the feet in this match. Exactly. And we got to see it, which was lovely. I do feel like they've got a different camera person on today.
Well, work experience tends to only be for 2 weeks. So we've probably seen a changeover in the work experience, kids.
Well, keep this one.
Oh, we see a few A3s. Good use of negative space, but I tell you what, probably running a few inkjet cartridges dry to show their support for Kagayyaki today. You can hear the crowd at the Kagayyaki lift because his opponent today is Nabatame. Very popular Rikishi. He's at Juryo 12.
He is, and he just really is so popular. He's from one of the most popular sumo stables in sumo at the moment, Futagayama, because of their YouTube channel, basically. It has gone around the world, sumo food. They've really opened up their stable, opened up their way of life, but in a really clever way, not saying in a way that the JSA would,
don't start me on this.
In a way that everyone can identify with around food and the preparation of food and cooking. I have heard recently that the JSA is starting to crack down on some of the stables' YouTube channels, and I really hope this doesn't affect any of these really popular ones. I know Hoshoryu's stable as well is prolific on YouTube, and we just need these insights into the day-to-day lives of these guys. Anyway, Nabatame made very popular, or popular already, but helped along by this channel, although he has lost 6 out of his last 7 bouts. He's on 6 and 7 here, at risk of going Makukoshi against the much larger Kagayyaki, 2 meters or approaching 2 meters tall.
Yeah, I think he is approaching 2. I think he's 201 from memory. He is 193.
Oh, pretty close.
But he has the feeling of someone 2 meters plus. He's a big boy. Kagayyaki at Juryo 4 brings a lot of top division experience to this bout. Does have his Makukoshi already. Well, as we zoom in on the ankles. Not a lot of bare flesh for the feet fans there, though. A lot of taping. Seductive taping, leaving a lot to the imagination.
Futagayama Oyakata, indeed, as you say, Rachel, watching his, can I say protege? I don't think I can. He's esteemed.
Oh, I think you can say protege.
I mean, that's probably Roka. But who? No, it's probably Mita, actually.
Well, one day.
But Nabatame here, can he save himself from the dreaded Makukoshi.
The gunbai is pointed forward. Kagayyaki coming in off a slightly longer run up here on the right of your screen in the gold mawashi. Nabatame, look at that back taping. What's that doing? Kagayyaki comes forward. Nabatame moves to the side. Some Tsupari attacks. Kagayyaki responds with the same. Oh, Nabatame moves to his left. Leaves Kagayyaki floundering on the doyo.
And some nods there from the crowd. Some accepting nods. They know good work when they saw it.
I would
from
say
the prized pupil of Futagayama.
Oh, I like that.
That's
Prized
good.
pupil. Look, it wasn't great, but it was good enough today.
Well, the back was held together, and that's what's crucial. The back stayed in one piece thanks to that tape. Good work, tape guy.
Oh, look. Nabatame, just the presence of mind to
The slap.
step aside when Kagayyaki switches his sumo to respond to that thrusting attack. Nabatame out there without his glasses can't see a lot. Really? But sometimes you just feel it.
He felt it today, and he is 7-7 for day 15. He's been on 7-7 a few times in my memory, at least. Not last basho. Not the basho before, where he went 11-4. But a few times I feel like I remember him poised on the edge.
Oh,
So we'll be
I feel like
clapping
it's
for him
been
tomorrow.
too many times.
Yeah. Hey, Powerhouse.
Powerhouse, good to have you here. We said hello to Rachel. You said hello to Rachel.
I did. Rachel, hello.
I do agree. I think that taping did look like just comfort taping to stop the mawashi chafing. I don't disagree with that at all.
If anyone can hook Rachel up with Churnaumi fabric, the beautiful fabric that we saw all of the
Yusho winners, lower division.
Yes.
Oh, well, from
front up in
yeah.
yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful fabric with Churnaumi. Just looking for some.
In Australia, we have fabric warehouses, but where you can go and buy fabric by the metre. I've done that before in the past.
Yeah, what's it called? The
Spotlight.
main one. Spotlight.
Spotlight. There must be a sumo version of that surely somewhere. Well, our next bout for today, we have Juryo 3 Takar Fuji up against Kazekeno at Juryo 11. Takar Fuji, 38 years old. Isagahama Beya, at the sunset of his career, you'd have to think 4-9 at Juryo 3. How much longer? A few Takar Fuji fans there, about similar age to the man in question. They've probably grown up watching Takar Fuji fights.
I've said it before, but this is the one that's going to hit the hardest. Although I said that, and then Hokuto Fuji in the gut.
Devastated.
Deep down in the gut.
But then I was greeted by a sense of relief a bit when Hokuto Fuji called it.
Yeah.
I think the thing is you've got to know when to say
Yes.
it's over.
You got to know when to hold them. Also know when
to in-tie them. Does Takar Fuji know what time it is my question that I'll leave you with.
Takar Fuji down here against Kazekeno. Kazekeno coming out with the arms, pushing on the upper body of Takar Fuji, and it works. It takes him around to the right and takes him over the bales. This is yet another loss for Takar Fuji. But a great win for Kazekeno. Takes him to 7-6.
It takes him to 8-6, which is even
Yes.
better news. So
That is such
Kachikoshi-
great news. I'm really hesitant to hand out the 8
I know.
wins today.
I know you are a very hard taskmaster, but look at this replay. You have to admit he did good sumo today. So Kazekeno at his highest rank of Juryo 11 is 8-6. Fantastic news for him. Kazekeno had a go at Juryo back in May of last year. We remember that quite well. Bombed out 7-8, losing on the final day. But he's back now. Went to Juryo 13 at March and now May. Juryo 11, what does the future hold? It holds a lot of Kazekeno in Juryo, I think.
Yes, I hope so. He's from Oshiogawa Beya, the stable reasonably newly set up by Takakaze, ex-Takakaze, now Oshiogawa Oyakata. So we look forward to future good things from Kazukano with that Kachikoshi making his way up the Juryo ranks.
Juryo 10, Hatsyama is up against Juryo 3, Shirkuma. Hatsyama, Juryo 10. You've had a look at his prospects of staying in Juryo, and it feels like it's on the knife's edge.
Yes, yes. I mean, if he goes 4-11 at Juryo 10,
Yeah, he's probably out.
danger zone, huge danger zone here. And I don't know Hatsyama well enough to know how he's going to respond to this pressure.
I know what I know, and I've seen him out there, and this man looks on the edge.
Yeah.
The darkness welling up inside of him. Look at him, just wants to be anywhere else but on the doyo today. Nothing to play for.
I mean, Shirkuma as an opponent too just highlights sometimes everything that you're not, you know. You come up against someone so popular, no matter what he does, Shirkuma.
Well,
People cheering for him, holding up towels, holding up merch. They love this man.
We see there some fans there. I mean, how do you make that out of glitter?
I know, I always wonder.
You're probably taking a trip to Tokyo Hands and probably putting about 8,000 or 9,000 yen over the counter.
That's right. Do you print out a sticker?
Oh, probably. I'm sure it's hand cut. Looks like they're ready to go. Shirkuma down first. Hatsyama on the left of your screen. Comes forward, hits Shirkuma high. He's going on the Nodawa attacks. Shirkuma's standing there, keeping his head up, but he's being forced back. Hatsyama tries a little pull. Shirkuma gets on top, tries a big pull. Shirkuma down! Hatsyama, happy days.
Showing a very Mtoriu-like movement around the doyo.
Absolutely.
Just not giving up, knowing exactly where he is. Cognizant of the real estate to his left, to his right, in front of him, behind him, and moving around that with dexterity.
Absolutely. We started this stream talking about the lack of shots of the feet that we've seen from Mbema, and we're treated to a day of sumo already, where the bottom half is where it's at.
Yeah, this is a precious gift to all of us here today. And again, thank you for coming to the Juryo chat. I mean, the chat's the most important place here, but the Juryo live stream.
We take a
so
replay.
great to watch this here together. Shirkuma, look, he was okay here, but the thrusts from Hatsyama just landed, kept moving Shirkuma back. He made a little bit of space here, and as he came forward, Hatsyama just accepted his body and threw him down.
There is no doubt inspired by Mtoriu's effort there.
Yes, I think
it was
so.
very deliberate. Is that a look of happiness on the face of Hatsyama? Great to see.
I think he should be happy because I think 5-9 here, even 5-10 would keep him in.
Yes.
Let's
get behind the kid.
It's still close.
It is still very close. Two very popular Rikishi up next. Hidanumi up against Cordo. Hidanumi probably locked his Juryo 2. A 9-6 would be a really compelling argument. I don't know about an 8-7 from Juryo 2. You could really just slide him into Juryo 1. Cordo at Juryo 7, 9 and 4 has just looked like he's starting to realise his potential, starting to express the sumo genes that have been written into the DNA. Is it his equal highest rank? All right, guys, we get it. We see the feet at the top of the screen. Just got it in shot there. Cordo.
This is really, how you get judged on your work experience with Bema.
Yeah, they've done it.
Can you capture the Shiko of Cordo? And I think that's an 8 out of 10 there. Could have been backed out a little bit.
Agree.
But we saw most of it.
I mean, they're 15 years old.
We've certainly seen less.
Absolutely.
Hey, I wanted to say hello to Ash. Ash Warren in the
Ash.
chat. We were just saying actually the other day how we hadn't seen you for a while. It's so lovely to have you back in. Thank you so much for coming and watching.
I do get a bit nervous when Ash is listening to me talk about sumo, though.
I know. That's why I needed to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I know.
because then it helps me breathe and calm down and try and speak intelligently about sumo.
So Hidanumi, 8 wins, 5 losses at Juryo 2. The last time we saw Hidanumi in the top division was November 2021. He went 8-7 there, then had a little issue with gambling. It's been a long road back though.
Cordo, he's down first. He's looking up. He's making sure he watches as he gets the left hand on the belt, and he uses that to just steer Hidanumi back to the right, to the left, and over the toara.
Yeah, brilliant sumo from Cordo. I just feel like this basho we're seeing a different Cordo. So much more relaxed, so much more doing his style of sumo. Today, just smoking Hidanumi with fundamentals, getting that left hand, shallow grip on the belt, controlling the writhing of Hidanumi, driving back. Easy day at the office for Cordo.
Well, that's double digits for him. And he has had double digits in Juryo before when he was at Juryo 13 in his second appearance in that division, in the second division. But 10-5 at Juryo 13 is different from 10-5 at Juryo 7.
Yes.
Not that different because it's Juryo and there's fewer people.
You end up fighting everyone, but
That's
it feels different,
It
right?
feels different.
Yeah.
This is very powerful for him. He came out with 4 wins at the start and he's finished, or he's had 2 in a row now. He's still losing a couple of times when he shouldn't, but this is very powerful for him.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ash. Ash wrote, "You guys are doing fine, I think." Now, Ash, if you'd finished that sentence after the word fine, "You guys are doing fine," and left it there, that would have been better. I feel like you've left some doubt in people's
I'll tell you
mind.
what would have been worse, though. A question mark at the end rather than an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
I think the exclamation mark for me saves that.
We would have been, we're having some stream issues. We've gone off.
Oh, no,
the internet's
we're out.
gone.
Oh, well, we'll never talk about sumo again.
Nah, we love you, Ash. Shiden at Juryo 8 up next against Fuji Seiyun at Juryo 2. Not a lot of good news here for these two. Shiden getting his Makakoshi on day 12. Did back it up with a win yesterday, though. The Shiden story. I don't know where it ends. I think he should be in Makuuchi, but he showed us that he wasn't ready. He hasn't been there, has he? No. I always feel maybe it's
Feels
been a
like
dream.
he's been there. Yeah, I think he might have had a dream about it. And look,
Yeah,
Justine, go Shiden.
Justin, yeah.
I mean, you don't see that that often, and I like that you have a...
What, the public display of liking Shiden?
Affection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially up against Fuji Seiyun. Look, he, from Fujishima Bay, is a very popular rikishi and unfortunately got to his ceiling for the moment, Juryo 2, his highest rank. He's gone 4-9, and you have to say it's been a little bit struggle town for him.
I think he's been unlucky.
You think unlucky?
I'm trying to give it a positive spin.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, here at Sumo Mainichi, we're very much into the positivity, so I really appreciate that. He did step into the top division once against Nishiki, and he was the one, never forget, who Nishiki amiuchi'd. Threw over the shoulder, the fisherman's throw. So he's gone down in the record books there.
We have seen some things in Juryo this time around, no doubt about it. These two have met 4 times in the past, 2-2, so nothing in it. Shiden, the look of a man who was about to put a white dot against his name.
Go 6-8, I was about to say.
Let's go.
There's fire in the eyes.
Well, it's Fuji Seiyun coming forward here, establishing the left hand on the belt. Big lift from Shiden, who has his own left-hand belt grip. This looks very evenly matched. Shiden probably with a better position. What a swing down. Huge power generated there from Shiden.
That was great work from Shiden, and he does get that white dot. I feel like you intuited that.
I felt it. And I mean, we talk about the quality of this touchy eye that we're going to see here. You and I were both left speechless.
I We were. I just couldn't.
We just couldn't
Couldn't
come up
speak
with
about how
words.
powerful that was from both of the rikishi here. I mean, Fuji saying, look, he got that left hand around on the belt. He was holding Shiden up with the right. I think, classic sumo pose. But that moment where you must feel your opponent shift, right? Or you must feel your own weight move into a position where you can pull down.
On the replay there, you saw Shiden jerk forward before he pulled back. This is something he practices 6 days a
The
week.
forward back. That's great.
Did anyone catch that kimarete there?
Oh, was it a different one?
That's one I don't know how to read.
I'll keep refreshing until we see that. Ash, you were there watching Kusano. Yeah. We saw him in March. I was lucky enough to catch him exiting the stadium as well, and he's already so popular, everybody waiting to talk to him and take pictures of him and see him and think about what he's going to do in the future. I mean, I've gone on record on the Sumo Mainichi podcast saying that he is the next one to challenge Ono Sato. Nothing in between, just now Ono Sato dominance and then Ono Sato Kusano.
Yeah. I like how far forward you're forecasting.
You have to with Ono Sato.
You sat there very quiet for quite a long time looking at the whole Banzuke. And you came out after probably nearly 2 hours of silence and just said, Kusano is the next one.
Kusano and then Kazuma.
I don't know how you made your eyes go white like that. That was weird. Just milky orbs telling me the name Kusano.
Look, I know about sumo. Here we've got Mitakumi. His future is in the balance here. He is 7-6 at Juryo 1. He can get back. Does he want to? Will he? Can he?
Should he?
Should he? So many questions. Does he taste it? Does he feel it? Does he smell it? Does he see it? His opponent today, Tomokaze, he's 9-4. He's been just pulling off some fairly incredible wins.
I mean, Tomokaze has looked very, very good. We saw Tomokaze have some success through 24 that got him into the top division, doing a very static style of sumo, letting his opponents come forward. If he couldn't generate some power off the touchy, I was very happy to go on the back foot. He's quite comfortable in that position. I feel like I've seen a very, very different Tomokaze this time around, able to come forward, taking it to his opponents, and probably catching them off guard, because it's the last thing you'd expect.
Yeah. I don't know whether, like you say, that forward motion is just a little bit more powerful, but Mitakumi, he could be tripped up by this here. Not literally. Tomokaze hasn't been tripping, but maybe.
Could he? Maybe you're seeing something of the future.
I've got the milky orbs.
You've got the put the milky orbs away.
Modalis, is Ochiru in the calculations for Ono Sato to come up against Ono Sato?
Oh.
I'm not aware. I'm not Ochiru compliant, but I want to be. Plenty of Mitakumi fans still in the crowd. I mean, this man commands a following, and if you've stuck by him, then all props to you, because sumo can be a fickle sport, like all sports. There's people who are diehard and will stick by their guy no matter what.
The real G's pick a rikishi.
Yeah.
And never falter.
Yeah.
Never waver.
Shoto. Anyway, Mitakumi up against Tomokaze 7-6 and 9-4. They come together carefully. Mitakumi driving Tomokaze back. Tomokaze trying to pull. It does not work. Mitakumi pushes him out. And Kachikoshi for Mitakumi. That's a return to Makuchita. I don't know whether he's pleased about it. We need to have a close examination of the face.
No, I think it's absolutely worth it. He's back.
Come on. Back to Ozeki.
Nothing spectacular today, but consistent sumo moving forward against Tomokaze. We'll see this on the replay. One of the most optimistic pulls I've ever seen in sumo from Tomokaze today.
Yeah. Right on the Tawara.
Yeah, right on the Tawara. You can just see Mitakumi bundling up, and there's a pull that did nothing, as we're denied a view of the feet. But I guess that was mostly an upstairs story. I just want to check in on that Shiden kimarete. It's been confirmed as an uchimuso, which I feel is a bit optimistic. It's the inner thigh propping twist down.
Gosh,
which
propping.
Does that tell the story of that bout?
If you prop something, I feel like we've had this conversation before. Propping the thigh up and then twisting.
I saw neither propping nor
I think
twisting.
You should take it for Shiden because I think it's a cool kimarete for him to have done. Like, imagine when he retires, he goes, yeah, and remember when I did the...
I changed my position.
Uchimuso.
He should have the technique prize.
Exactly.
But the Makuichi technique prize.
That's the way.
Yep.
Toha Kuryu up against Kusano. Toha Kuryu with a surprisingly good record of 9-4 coming into this bout at Juryo 10. He's been pulling and dodging his way to the top.
This is the final bout of Juryo.
Yes.
The Yusho on the line. A win here from Kusano nails it for him.
Yes.
Will be a very popular winner, but his opponent today, Toha Kuryu, 29 years old, in front of his hometown audience in Tokyo at Tamanoi Bay. We know he is very wily and he will do what it takes to win. And sometimes that doesn't win him a lot of fans.
That is very true. And I think if you took a straw poll of the crowd here at the Kokugikan plus the chat, there would be very few people that would like to see Kusano hankered or had any silly business done to him here today. We just enjoy seeing Kusano do straightforward Yokozuna sumo.
Oh, jeez. I've got to say, I don't think their styles are necessarily similar, but watching Kusano blow his way through Jurio,
apart from Hidanumi,
makes me think of when Mitakuumi came through many, many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You just had the feeling as he moved through Jurio, he wasn't going to be there for long. He's meant to be up higher. I'm not sure whether Kusano will have that, breakout performance in July that we've seen Onosato or Takar Fuji or Hakuan will have. He needs time. But his sumo is absolutely up for going against the best of the best.
23 years old. He wants a second Juryo Yusho in a row. So cool to come in, get the Yusho at Juryo 14, go to 1, get it. It's very poetic. It's very
it's a
nice numerical.
It's a statement. It's a statement.
It's a statement piece.
It's thanks for having me.
Yep.
I'll take the cups.
Yep. I cannot be in Juryo without a cup.
And a little bit of see you on the way down, boys.
That's right.
Well, maybe not, though, because if he, as you said, is the next Yokozuna, which we will timestamp, because if you can predict this, we won't see him come back down through Juryo.
I'm happy to commit to that, actually.
What about that for a concept? Rather than letting Yokozuna retire, they have to do one more basho in Juryo. As like to see if they can win. Goodbye, to see if they can win it. I love that idea.
Well, for the Juryo Yusho here, a win will guarantee it for him. His second in a row, March and possibly May Natsu basho here.
Look at the focus on this kid.
He's good. He's already got a bit of a ritual.
Yeah.
A few slaps. He's good at the slaps. They resound. They're not wussy slaps.
Yeah, absolutely. His body, just a perfect expression of sumo. A lot of work's gone into this kid. He's got the strength, he's got the power, but he's got the sumo know-how. He knows how to get it done. As he steps up, his fate in his hands. Crash zoom from Abema. Couldn't agree more. Let's have a look at his face. Welcome, Siggy, to the chat. This is the final bout in Juryo. Toha Kuryu, you'd have to think he's got something up one of those compression bandages. An ace he can pull out. I hope not. Kusano down, looking intently at his opponent. Toha Kuryu, this is where he begins the mind games. Kusano pushes, Toha Kuryu retreats. The Mtoriu style sumo. Kusano all over him, takes him over. That's it. Yusho for Kusano. You've done it again, mate.
Well done, well done. A little speed bump there that he easily stepped his way over. It was so tiny a roadblock for Kusano. That step to the side by Tohakuri, the dancing around the doyo. Kusano kept watching. Let's see here. He didn't go too far forward. He was pulled down. He was pulled down again, but he locked his hands, he locked his body and his eyes onto his opponent, followed him and took him out. That was great sumo.
Yeah, I think sometimes you hear Rikishi say when they do a henka that the body just does it on the day. The mind doesn't plan it. I feel like the inner monologue of Tohakuryu today was, whoop, body said let's do a henka and the mind said let's not.
Yes.
There was just a little bit of a tentative move away to the left. Didn't achieve much and just opened up Tohakuryu as a target for Kusano.
Yeah. Now, look, we've said something that's wrong here. I'm going to admit it. If Kusano loses tomorrow and Waka Ikari wins, playoff.
Oh, it's even better news.
This is such great news. I did enjoy yelling Kusano Yusho at the top of my voice.
Did you see my orbs? What colour were they?
They were milky.
They were milky. I'm calling it today. It's a Yusho for Kusano. Although,
but thank you, Dr. for restoring us to some sort of
I would say
correctness.
I would say, as an organisation, Sumo Mainichi relies on the people in the community to keep us honest, and to correct us when we're wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah, Jalax. Yep, we know. Yep. Got it wrong.
Oh well, Jalax, let's check in tomorrow about this time.
I mean, right at the start of this live stream, I just got so excited about the Kusano Yusho that I was a bit ahead of myself.
Yeah. Well, this is the Makuuchi Doyo Iri. You see the perfectly symmetrical Keshimawashi of Roga. The crashing waves on Ito Island on Suddenumi. Oh, I like the powerful, low poly green gorilla.
Yeah, that's nice.
Of Toki Hayate there.
Takar Fuji, please get your Kachikoshi. I just can't deal with more losses.
Couple of fans in. Well, I reckon that's it for us on Juryo today. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us in the chat. It makes it a lot of fun hanging with you, the greatest sumo minds of the Western world. We will be doing a podcast tonight, and then tomorrow we're packing up the gear, going to the Coopers Inn in Melbourne. Scott's coming along, Annie's coming along.
Yep. I just saw the flight was delayed, so hope you get down. I don't think Kelly said at the start it wasn't raining anymore in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's in New South Wales, actually.
Yeah.
I failed again at my Australian geography.
That's all right. Thank you for joining us. We will see you very, very soon.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.